Hello, BookTube. Hello, friends. Welcome to Lizziefaye Loves Books. I'm Elizabeth. Phew, March sure was busy, but I'm not here to talk about that today. That will be hopefully later on this week, maybe even next week. I don't know when I'll get my March wrap-up done. I've got all my books ready to go, but today I thought, since I have very little filming time, I would quickly show you what I'm reading right now in April and what I hope to read before the end of the month. So as you know, Amish in April is coming up in the second half of April. Now, many of you have said that you are just going to read Amish books anytime during April, whenever the mood strikes you, and that is totally fine. Any Amish books you read in the month of April, I would still count for Amish in April, even though the official date is not until later on. It's actually Good Friday, whatever date that is. That's the start of it, and it'll go for 10 days. Now, part of the reason I did that is because I've got another little BookTube project coming up next week, and sometimes I travel in the month of April, and so I've just kind of gotten in the groove of scheduling Amish in April for later in the month. Even Sarah, my co-host, is going to be reading Amish books, at any point in the month. So, it's fair game. Whatever you want to do, whatever works for you, please do that. And I have already shared what I'm reading for Amish in April, but I've got those here. I'll remind you if you'd like to see. But what I have here are some of the other things that I'm going to read in the month of April. Now, I do have another little project coming up with some other booktubers next week. And there will be announcement videos coming out for that on Saturday, and then some videos throughout the week. It's not a readathon, but we do want to encourage you to read, but we will talk about all of that later. And I am reading some stuff in preparation for that I'm not going to share with you right now, but you'll know soon enough. I don't want to reveal all of that until I do the actual video that I'm reading them for, which will be coming next week sometime. So anyway, everything else though, let me share with you. So I have some buddy reads and read-alongs and things like that, and also my 60 by 60 challenge. I want to try to finish that, or come as close as I can to finishing that in the month of April. Now, if you don't know, that was a challenge that I had to read 60 books, or to listen to 60 books on audio that I had physically on my shelves, and I wanted to do that before my 60th birthday. Well, that was November 1st, so it's been a couple of months since then, and I think I have 6 left from that original bunch of books. And I have 5 right now that I can do with confidence. I have the audio readily available, and I had some alternates, but even within my alternates, I've already DNF'd one, and I don't want to count that because I want to actually read 60 books. There are 2 others that I can get abridged on audio, but I would like to read the whole thing, and so I might have to just substitute in another book that I own and call it 60. So I don't know, we'll see, but I want to at least get 5 done, and that are from that original list of 60 books. So here are the ones that I believe I can do. I have A Lighthouse by Eugenia Price. This is the start of a series, and I may just kind of save this till later in the month, and I might like to go ahead and listen to the other 2 in this trilogy if I can get to them within the same month. I don't know. That's kind of why I've been putting this one off, because I thought I might want to, do them all in the same month. The reason that I only scheduled this one to begin with is because when I did my 60 by 60 list, I did not think I had access to the other 2. Now I do. So I don't know. But anyway, this one for sure. And maybe I could just go ahead and count the second one as my 60th book. Maybe I'll just do that. Yeah, I think that works. Then I have 2 books by Louisa May Alcott. I have Under the Lilacs and Old Fashioned Girl. I had a book of short stories by Louisa May Alcott on this list, which I did start a couple of months ago, but I realized that the audio was abridged. It didn't have all the stories in it, so I kind of put that one on the back burner, and I don't know when I'll get to it. Then I also have That Camden Summer by Lavrell Spencer. I've got another book, I think it's called Small Town Girl by Lavrell Spencer, so I might go ahead and listen to that one and count that as my 60th book. I don't know. And then the fifth book is The Spy Mistress by Jennifer Shiverini. I'm pretty sure that the audio for this is on Audible Plus, so I can listen to that as part of my Audible Plus package that I subscribe to. For my local book club, I'm a little bit ahead on a couple of books that I need to read for this month and next month, but I believe this one's for May, Killers of a Certain Age by Deanna Raybourn, and I'm pretty sure I can get this one on audio, maybe on Libby, so I plan to try to get to this one in April. And then I have 3 books that I'm reading either as a buddy read or a read-along. With Ashley, the Strawberry Book Reader, I am participating in her read-along of the Yada Yada Prayer Group series. So in April, we are on book 2, which is the Yada Yada Prayer Group Gets Down. And this is a series by Nita Jackson. I did finish the first one right at the end of the month, and I really enjoyed it. I'm not really sure what I was expecting, but I was very happy with the book, and I'm looking forward to reading more of the series. And then the Killing Time with Cozies group is doing a read-along of the Emergency Dessert Squad series by Laura Bradford. It's a 3-book series, and this is book 3, Dial M for Moose. And then I am doing a buddy read with Fiona from the channel Reads and Eats of the Harmony Harbor series by Debbie Mason. And we are on book 3 this month. We skipped March so that we could focus on March Mystery Madness. And now we have picked back up with the series. We read book 1 in December and book 1.5 in January and book 2 in February. So now book 3 is Primrose Lane. And as you can see, I have already started it and I'm enjoying it very much. I'm probably also going to continue reading more mysteries for the month of April because I really enjoyed the mysteries that I was reading in March. And I've got one on CD checked out. This is from the Allie Reynolds series. I believe this is book 6. And this is called Fatal Error. And I also plan to continue listening to the Campers and Criminals series by Tanya Kappas. I listened to one in March and realized that I had already listened to it, but I hadn't marked it on my Goodreads, so I listened to it twice. So this is the one I'm up to next. I need to get to book 30, which is the Z book, in order to finish my ABC challenge officially that I've been working on for a few years now. But I'm just, not going to rush. I'm just going to enjoy reading through these or listening through these whenever I have time. And so I will try to get to at least a few of those in April as well. Then I also want to make some progress in my Mammoth that I started for March of the Mammoths, A Column of Fire by Ken Follett. I only read maybe the first, I think, 10 or 15 pages of this. I just kept neglecting to pick it up. And that's really the main reason for March of the Mammoths. It is to encourage you to get started on a big chunker that you keep putting off because you think, oh, it's too much. I don't have time for that right now. And so the whole reason for the challenge is just to encourage you to jump in and get started and chink away at whatever you have on your TBR that is a huge book. It needs to be 800 pages or more, and this one definitely fits the bill. I was able to extend this from the library. I did use up all of my time that I had on it, and so I only have it for another week and a half, I think, but I'm going to go ahead and read a little bit more. I'm still working on trying to find my own copy, and then as soon as I get my own copy, that will be no problem. But at whatever point it has to go back to the library, I'll go ahead and send it back, and then probably maybe in June, I will check it back out again, and I will work on it over the summer full force. But for now, I'm still working on it. I do plan to read a little bit more on it, and I'm thinking now that I've read the first few pages and I kind of get a feel for it again, and now that this is the third one I've read by this author, I could probably get this on audio and listen to it. I decided for the first one that I just needed to read it in print just to follow it, and I did the same for the second book. But I think I have enough of a background now with this author that I could listen to this on audio and I could keep up with the storyline. So I may give that a shot. It is available on CD from my library, so I won't be able to speed it up or anything, but that's okay. If I was going to read it in print, I don't read fast with my eyes, so we shall see. But I'm definitely willing to give it a shot. And then just to remind you what I'm planning to read for Amish in April, I may pick up some other things in addition to these, but I'm definitely going to listen to the Annie's People trilogy by Beverly Lewis. The first book is The Preacher's Daughter. The second book is The Englisher. And the third book is The Brethren. And then I also plan to pick up book 2 in the Kate Burkholder series by Linda Castillo. I think it's Pray for Silence, but if that's wrong, I'll put a picture right here. And then also, I am going to read at least one book or listen to one book by Patricia Johns. That is the author that Sarah picked for her category Romance Book Club for April. And Patricia Johns does write Amish books for the Love Inspired line. And so I will look to see what I can get on Hoopla on audio that's by her. I'm pretty sure I can get something, and that is what I will read. So hopefully I'll figure that out by the time I'm editing this, and I'll put a picture here. But I did neglect to pick that out before I started filming. Like I said, there will probably be some other Amish books that I pick up. Maybe I'll even pick up the next book in the Amish Cozy Mystery series by Laura Bradford. I don't know. We'll just see what ends up happening. But meanwhile, that is all I have for this video. I do have a book haul coming. I filmed a book haul in early March that I have been neglecting to edit. I finally have started editing it, and I've continued to buy books. So I will probably film a new intro for that and show you that footage, and then add on the books that I have already purchased since I filmed that, and I'll probably just call it first quarter book haul. I have picked up some really good stuff in the last few months, so I hope that you will come back for that video. Also be looking for a special announcement on Saturday, but for now, that's all I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day. Read a good book, and God bless you.